Welcome to this tutorial where we learn how to export games to WebGL and to a .exe file so that we can share it with all of our friends. Now, in order to be able to use WebGL inside of our Unity project, we're going to have to go to the Unity Hub. Inside of the Unity Hub, on this left-hand side, we have to go to the installs right here. Go to the install that you are using and click on this little settings button and click Add Modules. Here we will see all of the modules that we can add to our current Unity version. We're going to want to scroll down to the bottom and click WebGL Build Support. And then we're going to click Install. And then it will give us this little screen right here, and it will show us how far we are in the installation process. Once the installation is complete, you'll see this little Install Complete right next to the installation. We can X out of this, go to our projects, and then you can open up the project that you want to export to WebGL. And once you're in the game that you would like to export to WebGL, you are going to have to go to Window and then the Package Manager. And then we are going to have to get the WebGL Publisher package, and it's in the Unity registry and not in our project yet because we have to install it first. Then we're going to click Install, and then once it finally compiles, we'll have the WebGL Publisher in our Unity project. And then we're going to go and click this Build and Run button, and then it's going to ask us for what folder that we would like to put this in. So I'm just going to go to my desktop and then click my Unity games where I have all of my Unity games. When the WebGL Publisher is installed into your project, you will get this little check mark next to it. We can X out of the Package Manager, and we see that we have this Publish up here at the top. If we click Publish and click WebGL Project, we will open up this Publisher window, and we can click Get Started to start building our WebGL, and we can click Build and Publish. And it says WebGL is not the selected platform. Would you like to switch to it now? I'm going to click Switch to WebGL, and that's because I don't have WebGL as my designated area to export my games to. And then if I click the select the folder inside of my WebGL builds folder inside of my computer, it will start to compile this game. And then once it finishes compiling, we'll come to a web browser right here where we have our WebGL build game. Inside here we can drop a thumbnail in, and right here we can write our title. I'm just going to write a simple 2D platformer, and then in the description I'm going to write this is a simple 2D platformer, just to keep it nice and simple. And then we can click Update to update our game. And then when we click Play, once this finishes loading, we will be able to play our game inside of Unity Play. In Unity Play, you can play other people's games, and you see that this is the game that I have made, and that other people can now play this game. And now, to get the .exe file, open up the Unity project that you would like to get the file of. For right now, I have this simple 2D platformer that I created in a few episodes back. And what you're going to do is you're going to go to the file up in the top and click Build Settings. You're going to get a little screen right here, and then up at the top it says Scenes in Build. Right now I have two scenes in the build, level 1 and level 2. And if I go to the scenes folder down in my assets folder, I see that I only have two levels, level 1 and level 2, and that they're both in this build. If you have other scenes that are not in your build and that you want in the final game, make sure to add them into your build by just taking them and dragging them into there, and then you will have those scenes in your build. And then we're going to want to click this Build and Run button down here at the bottom, and then it's going to ask us for what file that we would like to put this in. I'm just going to go to my Unity Games file with all of these games in it, and then I'm going to click Select Folder, and then the game will start to build. And then once your game's been built, we can go to our File Explorer, and then we can see that we have this 2D platformer, or whatever your game is, as a unity.exe file. And then if we double click this, we will open up our Unity game, and then we'll be able to play it in our computer. You see that we have this made with Unity right here, and then you can see that this is the game that I made, and then that there's a tutorial on. You will have your game here unless you chose this game to this game to export to your .exe file. And since this is a file, you can share it with everybody else that you would like to, and you can also play it just right here on your computer. Thank you for following along through this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, please give our channel a like and a subscribe because it really helps out our channel.